Okay, and we're back. Thank you for bearing with us in the middle of that. And we find ourselves finally, having possibly been a little bit late to this, at the start of needing a order of turn. So, party, can I please get initiative rolls from you so that we can take on the Target Tiger?
Oh boy.
I'm actually going to physically roll dice because I'm dumb.
Look, you cannot beat the feeling of rolling dice.
And my dice are beautiful in particular.
Should probably roll for
I would
This is
like
what
it
I'm
to be
rolling in
known
here.
that I have not rolled above a 10 yet tonight.
Really? We've not
Yeah.
been keeping good enough track of that.
Well,
I've been
you
taking all
have
your luck.
now.
I'm very sorry.
No, I haven't rolled above a 10. It's still a 10 because it's a +3, right? So
Oh yeah,
My
yeah.
initiative
like on the
goes
dice,
through.
I
Yeah,
mean.
that's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh,
initiative
wow.
of it too.
That's, boy, the Target Tiger rolled like an absolute moron on this one. So, the Target
Oh, wow.
Tiger...
Roll a 17?
17. Do you have any bonuses to your initiative?
Oh, no! What am I
Add-
applying?
Add your dexterity modifier.
My dex is 0, so still 17.
There we go. That's nice and straightforward. So, the turn order is Ollie, followed by... I'm just going to write Barb, because that full name is really something. And then Phineas... Phineas...
Barb.
Savvy, and then having rolled a 2, the Weird Tiger goes... Well, sorry, the Weird Tiger. The Target Tiger goes last. So, Ollie, we are in combat. And this thing is very clearly aggressive. It's doing that sort of tail twitch thing that tigers do when they're very annoyed.
Well, by the mere sight of a cat, Aldi starts sneezing.
Okay.
'Cause
How badly are we talking about sneezing here?
we're talking about, you do see the eyes do start to turn a little red, tears come out, sneezing. It's pretty bad. If I had the sound effect, you'd hear like the proper elephant trumpet sound.
Yeah.
Happening like multiple times. It's one of those things where he's like he sneezes like 3 or 4 times, like very loudly in a row, and then he's like, okay, I'm okay, and then like once more.
Right. So, is this like an actual allergy or is it psychosomatic? Because this tiger does not have fur. It's made of broken
Oh
targets.
no, it is purely in his head.
Okay, fair enough.
He's
Right.
not actually allergic. He just like sees the cat.
Phineas
that's a
is
cat.
actually like covered in cat hair, like all over his robe anyway, so it's got to be psychosomatic.
Yeah.
If he doesn't
Yep.
know it's there.
No, I didn't know. So, but through all the sneezing, etc., it does of course see the target tiger. The pies are still there,
Yep.
so logically, it tries to throw a pie at it.
Okay, well, pick up a pie and make an attack roll.
Take a pie and make an attack roll. 15.
Okay, that is sufficient to hit. So, you hit the Target Tiger with a pie. What flavor pie did you hook?
Pie flavor, of course.
Pie, of course. That's where we take a pie and bake it into a pie crust. Yes, I'm familiar with the methodology.
It's like
And-
turducken, but
Good.
pie.
Exactly.
You can get that at like a state fair, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Deep fried in butter.
Ooh.
I was making a joke, but it sounds good, huh? Right, so the pie definitely connects with the Target Tiger, and in fact connects with it on the right flank, because that's roughly where you're stood, and it hits it and slides off. And the Target Tiger turns to look at you, but does not otherwise appear to be particularly bothered. So that's one action. What else would you like to do with your turn?
I guess I'll try and move around the flank, like closer to the group here on the left.
Okay.
I have like 30 feet of movement. I don't know how far I can get with that.
If you hold
3,
down
4, 5, 6,
Q, I think you can. It measures it for you.
Okay. It does not, but that's okay.
Okay.
I'll. I mean, is every square roughly
Every
equating to
square
5 feet?
Every square should be 5 feet, so you can move 6 squares.
Yeah.
I don't think the things have quite lined up between the map maker and the thing, but it's close enough. that I'm gonna-
Roughly over here is
Yeah.
probably fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Barb, your turn.
This is a kitchen.
Correct.
Where are the forks?
The forks are, well, there are, of course, like roasting tongs on tables nearby, if that's what you're looking for.
Meat
but like
forks.
the cutlery is in this drawer over here. Hopefully you
Where are
can
the knives?
if you're looking for like table knives, also in this
No,
cutlery
I'm looking for the cutting block.
okay, well, like cutting knives are basically all over the place, like various sizes from your boning knife to your 12-inch Nakiri for slicing vegetables to your full-on meat cleavers. They're just all over the place. Like,
They've not been buried by pies.
well, they have, but they can still be seen under the pies. Like, it will take a little bit of work to get one out, but they're still there.
They've actually been jammed by pipes.
I reach for the nearest knife.
Okay, so you pull out. Unfortunately, it's a sort of like small knife you use for peeling a potato, but it's sharp and it would do some damage if it hit something.
Okay, I've got 25 feet of travel. Oh. And I can move at a diagonal, and that counts as 5 feet, correct? Or does it count as 10?
Squares are a bit weird.
They are.
If you get close enough to it in your movement, I'm liable just to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
I'll move to stab.
Okay, make an attack roll.
There it is.
Potato peeler. Let's go.
Yeah, it was about time you were overdue. So look, the thing is, you're actually on target for the tiger, but the way the tiger is constructed is it's not a solid entity. It is made of like lots of bits of broken pottery target, and so when you go in with a potato peeler, unfortunately you miss entirely hitting a piece of target, and it just goes into the gaps between a piece of target. So unfortunately, not
Son
so
of a
good.
bitch.
Not so good for you on that one, Barb. Phineas, it's your go.
Well, this shit isn't working. And Phineas scrabbles around the table, takes like partial cover, and is gonna huck an Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay, roll to hit, please. Okay, that's a
Hey!
very definite hit. Okay, roll some damage for me.
I got him!
Nice. Okay. Right, now the tiger has very definitely noticed where the principal source of damage is coming from. Doesn't care so much about the little Nomi character down here that didn't really do much. So congratulations, you are in the tiger's sight. And we move
Oh,
down...
shit.
we move down the line to Savi. Savi.
Savvy is having seen the pie do no damage. I did see the pie do no damage, yes?
Yes, it very clearly, like, other than like being slightly annoyed that something touched it, the tiger didn't seem particularly bothered by it.
Okay, so changing the method of attack. Sometimes I'm going to use my bonus action to rage here.
Okay.
Then I am going to attack with my quarterstaff.
Yep. And of course, it makes sense for Savi to have a quarterstaff because, they're helpful for carrying buckets and suitcases on.
Exactly so. You can hover, you can put it over your shoulder and,
Exactly.
extend...
Milkmaid style, yeah.
There you go. Plus,
Savvy is so polite. I'm having a hard time imagining Savvy raging.
it's less rage of anger and more like you can't go around just breaking stuff. You need to be put down. You need to be tied up and put away. So it's more of a reprimand than a straight up rage.
I love it.
Just going to make a straight attack with the quarterstaff.
Go for it.
There it is.
There it is, everybody. Yeah, the tiger is very quick on its feet here. It's very lithe, and it quite quickly dodges out of the way, like it's a little duck of the left shoulder, sees you coming, and reads you a mile off.
Okay. That's my turn. That's action, bonus action.
Correct. Right, and so, well, congratulations. You move yourself directly in between the tiger and the somewhat frail Phineas, and so it will leap right at you, and it comes at you jaws first. Okay, it's automatically rolling with advantage, but it did roll the 25 first.
Yeah. Awesome.
So I mean that's a hit.
Uh-huh.
And that's probably going to hurt a little more than I thought it would.
Go for it.
So it's going to take 2d6 plus. It's going to give you 2d6 plus 3. And I appear to not have the ability to roll that, so we're just going to roll 2d6 and add 6. So take 8 points of damage, please, Savi.
Awesome. Yeah, for sure.
You're so polite about taking damage, Lafon. So yeah.
Listen, I love. All right. Sick.
Okay, we're back around the action cycle, and Ollie, it's your turn.
Are there?
wait, hold on. Just a quick thing. I am raging. Is
Okay.
this non-magical bludgeoning or?
It's bite, so I believe that's piercing damage.
Okay, so is it non-magical though?
It's non-magical. This is very physical.
Okay, so then it is half. So it'll be 4.
Fantastic. Good to know. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Good catch.
Yeah, nicely done. Because I'm just
Barbarians.
flying by the seat of my pants here. So good catch.
Are there any like pebbles around me, like just loose surface floor stuff, maybe?
I mean, pebbles, not so much. Certainly bits
Or just
of.
like small stones.
No, because unfortunately, like we have a full janitorial staff here, and stones and pebbles and that sort of thing straight out on the rear the second they're found. There are
Unfortunate.
certainly lots of other bits of detritus. It's a kitchen. There's lots of things on the floor. But if you need specifically a small stone, it's a no-go, amigo.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's unfortunate.
Really quickly, can we actually roll for the likelihood of Barbara having a small stone in her pocket?
Give me a justifiable reason why Barbara might have a small stone in her pocket, and we'll roll with it.
Because she's a kleptomaniac. She sees it, she wants it, she has it.
Okay, so
Girl boss,
we're talking.
gaslight, gatekeep.
But I would have to ask for it in order for it to be relevant, though.
So we're talking like she
darn.
saw a shiny rock on someone's desk. I think is quite likely.
Yeah, paperweight.
Yeah.
Paperweight.
Paperweight. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll see if it comes up.
Okay.
At this stage, I'm not inclined to ask you much, honestly.
Sure.
That's fair.
Yeah. In that case, I am going to cast Flame Blade
Ooh.
and walk up to the tiger and attack it with the Flame Blade.
Okay, so casting time on Flame Blade.
Oh shit! What did I do? Oh, I did. It's a bonus action, so
Okay,
it's
fine.
instant. Yeah. It duration is 10 minutes, and concentration. So,
Okay, so
I rolled an 11.
you did, and the target tiger is currently being flanked. So that takes you just close enough to hit it, and so you swing at the target tiger, and it tries to move forward out of the way of the blade, but it's penned in by Savi in the front and by the diminutive Barb in the back, and so it's unable to get out of the way, and it does indeed take an entire 6 points of damage.
Fire damage, by the way,
Fire damage, thank you, yes.
in case that makes any difference.
It doesn't. We're doing a lot of fudging here, and fire damage is outside of the fudge factor. Barb, we're back with you.
Okay, Barb tosses aside this sad, pathetic excuse for a knife, and I believe she pulls out 2 short swords and goes for a dual strike.
You know that does
If
make a lot
possible.
more sense than a potato peeler. So yeah, let's see those numbers.
All right. Do I roll twice? And is it strength?
It should be twice. Probably dexterity because you're a rogue, and then proficiency bonus on top of that. If you're rolling analog dice. Oh, good grief!
No.
Look, so
And 2. Oh, I'm winning today,
That was
baby!
okay, yeah, that more than makes up for the couple of 20s we had from you a little bit earlier.
That's karma, we call
That's
that.
karma, yeah.
Karma for
That is
Pi
fair.
Tenson.
So here's the thing: you go in with the first swing, and you actually collide bodily with the target tiger, but you miss with the blade and you hit with the hilt, and it sends a shockwave all the way up your arm and makes your arm feel numb. So on your next attack, you're going to take disadvantage on hitting with that first sword. As for the second one, you're so thrown off by the ringing of your arm because it hit with the target tiger that you just whiff it completely. And so, unfortunately, no damage from Barb this turn. And it takes us all the way back to finish. It was a good attempt though. Like, I think a step up from with the potato peeler. It's all positive. Phineas, what have you got for us?
Phineas is observing all of his allies completely whiff on this constructed tiger of targets, and is just like, I gotta do everything myself. Ha!
I'm so
And
sorry
he's
you
just-
ended up playing the straight man in this.
Oh no, yeah, 100%. He's just going to throw another Eldritch Blast at it, seeing
Okay.
that it seems to be preoccupied.
Let's see some numbers.
I don't know if that's gonna do it. It's an 11.
11, and again, it's kind of trapped in here. It can't do a lot of dodging, so we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. You do graze it with the Eldritch Blast. So let's see some
Okay, do I do
numbers
any
for the
damage? Yeah, slightly more than last time.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction.
And he's going to keep backing away.
Okay, and Savi, we're back with you.
All right. Savi's getting a little frustrated at the tiger just kind of dodging around things, so he's going to attack recklessly this time.
Okay.
So that's just going to be quarterstaff at advantage. Wow.
There's some rolls happening today, everybody.
I would like to highlight the fact that I have a +6.
Oh,
And my highest
You
was
are
a
getting
10.
all the unlucky rolls.
that's okay.
This is just
They
my
gotta
rolls.
come from somewhere.
These are just my rolls, just to be clear. But that's
You're
my
going so well for the pie.
that's my action.
Yeah, here's the problem: is you tired yourself out throwing all those pies, and now that you're in actual combat, it's a little bit harder to manage.
Exactly so. All right, so that is going to unfortunately be my turn.
Okay, and well, congratulations, Savi. You are still directly in the line of fire here. And we are going to, again, I don't appear to have this rolled out for damage, but it's a multi-attack. 2 claws swiping at you. It's an 18. Please ignore that it's rolling advantage. It shouldn't be doing that. So it's an 18 to hit on the first one.
That hits.
And a 16 on the second one.
Does not hit.
Okay, so that's a D8 plus 3. Where did my D8 go? I was rolling it in the actual dice roller because we have those now. Okay, so that's going to be 9 points of damage, rounded down to 5 because you're still raging.
Correct. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
So 5 damage.
Yep. Congratulations on inheriting the role of tank. Good luck. And we're back at the start of the initiative turn. Ollie.
I'm just gonna stab it again with the flaming blade.
Yeah. Don't blame you. At all.
Let's see. That would be an attack roll of 20.
That's a
Not
definite
natural.
hit.
Not a natural,
wow.
but it's a 20.
It's an unnatural 20. Yeah.
An unnatural 20. And then that's the damage.
Ooh,
Just 14.
Yeah, boy. There's an
I mean, it's 3d6, you know?
It's a lot of damage, yeah. There's an
good.
audible crack, and you look at the site of where the blade impacted with the target tiger, and like it was already cracked. It's made from lots of broken pieces of target, but there's some definite splintering of the plates in that tiger, and it looks a little less healthy than it previously was.
I look over at Barbara, and we're like, get ready. It's time for a shot flambe.
Nicely done. Okay, Bob, what have you got for us this time? Remember, you are rolling your first attack with disadvantage this time.
Yes, I'm going to try again. Determined and small, and because I don't trust D&D Beyond, because technology is magic and Thomas Edison was a witch, I'm going to roll with a stone.
Nothing you said was incorrect.
No.
First one is an 18.
Okay.
Disadvantage should be minus what?
A disadvantage is you roll twice and you take the lower of the two rolls.
Lower. Okay. Bam. 15.
Okay, that's a hit.
And then for the second arm?
Yep.
7.
Second one is not a hit, but it's not a bad miss. It's just that unfortunately the impact from the first one causes the tiger to arch its back, and then when you swing in with the second one, it's right in that space where the back previously was. But please do roll some damage here for that first hit.
And I think is it
Tiger
per
did a big
hit
stretch.
that it's 2d6?
It is per hit.
Okay. So I got one hit, I'm gonna roll 2d6 here. 5 plus 6.
Okay.
11.
Very nice.
Sorry, that was just a thing that my D&D Beyond wanted me to do.
That's okay. You have to get it out of your system, and it's out of your system. We're all the happier for it. Okay. Tiger not looking particularly happy here. There's a definite... It's kind of like a mix between the grating of pottery against cement and a tiger's growl. It's clear that it's underestimated the sort of strength you can bring to this, and it's looking a little bit cagey. And that brings us all the way back to the cowardly Phineas all the way in the corner over there.
He's taking a very safe angle.
Yeah, I mean,
and
I
it's
say
just like,
cowardly, but sensible is the other descriptor.
Yeah, no, of course. He's got a sense of self-preservation. He hasn't made it this long for nothing. Hey, keep it up! Keep it up! And he throws another Eldritch Blast from across the way.
Okay. If only you were a bard, give that the old +1 for cheering them on.
He wouldn't do it.
No.
He's got the opposite of charisma. It's 22 to
Well,
hit.
that's a hit right in the tiger's face. Very unhappy about that.
2 damage. Every time it's like 2 damage. Pew!
It's okay.
Yeah.
Look, other people are getting nice rolls. It's balanced out here. You're all doing your
Yeah,
part.
no, I'm consistently hitting, just doing a tiny bit of DPS every time.
Okay, Savi, your go.
So I would like to clarify that you actually should be have rolled at advantage last couple of rounds because
Was it reckless, right?
It was reckless.
Ah,
However, it does not change anything because my AC is 18, so it would
Okay.
not have changed anything.
Holy
of course.
crap.
Yeah.
So I will just I will attack again, recklessly again.
Yep.
So at advantage here, quarterstaff. Finally we get to hit.
Nice. That's a hit.
So it'll be 10 points of damage.
Nice. And again, it's a really satisfying crack, like the sort of thing you feel deep in the pit of your stomach as you connect.
Awesome. Now, as a thing for the next turn, the creature has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against me.
Right. Okay. So it's yeah. Okay. It's focusing on you. Good to know. Well, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
The target tiger knows when it's got the disadvantage here. Like, and I don't mean like from a D&D mechanics point of view,
Right.
but it's realized this is not a good position to be in, and it needs to really get something defensive at its back. So it's going to try and make a break for it to slightly more defensible ground, which will trigger an attack of opportunity for both Savi and for Barb. So if you'd like to make those attacks of opportunity, that would be cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Free damage, hell yeah.
What do I roll? Tell me.
Savvy also
It's-
a little frustrated.
Yeah, it's just an attack roll with your primary weapon. That's a hit with the quarterstaff.
And I'll try D&D if it doesn't be dirty again.
Okay, we're taking the advantage damage number here for quarterstaff.
Oh, correction. It's I forgot quarterstaffs are versatile weapons. It should not be 10. It's 9, and it's
okay.
7 here. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's
That's on me.
No,
Because it's one hand versus 2 hand or something.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that always
Okay.
confused me. I
Oh.
just do spells instead.
I
Oh,
forgot. This also
cool.
doesn't add the rage damage.
Oh.
So it'll actually be well I'll fix the 7, but we'll keep the other one as it was.
Okay.
Because I forgot.
It's okay.
Yeah, rage.
Yeah, it'll be 9 bludgeoning damage, and it'll be
Okay.
11 from the previous one.
I would like to point out that Chad is cheering for LaFawn for hitting something.
Yes.
So sorry, what that number was 9 in the end there?
Yeah, the number from my last round was 11, and my number from this round was 9.
Okay.
So the my action was 11, and then my reaction was 9.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Thank you for the updates. And Barbara, again, it's one of the difficulties with being small here, right? Is that like your reach isn't fantastic.
We don't use the word small.
I mean,
we don't
there's
use that
I'm the DM. I can use whatever scripted
Vertically
language I
challenged.
feel.
This
Yeah, please tell me the correct nomenclature, and
The
I
reach.
will.
Not
nomenclature.
deficit.
Hey.
Not deficit.
There we go. Thank you. So the problem with having such a height deficit here is that it's difficult to reach a target that is moving out of the way from you because it's very quickly out of range. So unfortunately, that's a miss. And the target tiger basically wants to get its back against a wall here, so it can't be so easily grabbed and flanked by everybody. And that takes us back to Ollie's turn.
Yeah, I think I can pretty much just make it to the target tiger.
Looks like it.
I think this is the max I can go, and I'm just gonna, smack it again with the flame sword.
Wow.
Which, by the way, I figured out it's a concentration thing.
Okay.
So I should have been rolling concentration checks. So let me do that first now.
Okay.
If I drop it, I can't use it. That would be
Does that just be take damage?
Yeah, I
No,
think it's concentration when something causes you to lose concentration, like taking damage.
Yeah. So if you let go of the blade, it disappears. On hits, it doesn't really say anything about. I think concentration. I just lose it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take your interpretation as gospel here then.
It doesn't tell me to do damage to myself. So
No, you wouldn't do.
yeah.
Okay.
Cool. What concentration check? That would be a.
It should say in your spell descriptor.
Let's see. I'd hope so.
You can't
I think
expect
it's
me to know things here.
It's usually just like a con save or something, and you need to be at, like beat a 10.
Yeah, I was thinking my gut feeling was if you beat
Sure.
10, you're probably fine.
All right, well, I'll just do a con save in that case.
Thank you.
Well, I don't
Well,
beat that.
that's unfortunate.
Well,
That's,
okay, so my flame blade disappears. That's fine.
Did you call it a flambe?
No, a flame blade.
Which would be, you know,
A
I was
could
A
be
thinking
a
that was
a
nice
flam
for
blade,
chef.
yeah, a flam blade with
Flam
the
blade.
accent on it. Yeah.
It's all just
Oh,
sitting
for
that
sure,
punch
for
a
sure.
second. Beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love it. Well, in that case, I would say I punch it, but I don't do any damage when I punch anything. So
You still have the sword. You didn't drop the sword, right?
no, it's not a sword. I conjure a flame blade,
I
so the flame blade
misunderstood
has
completely.
dissipated now.
Gotcha.
I don't have a sword. I have things on me, but I don't have them drawn. So I can
Not an
draw
armed strike.
out my club and smack him with it if that's okay.
Absolutely. And everyone tuning in, thank you very much for watching this episode of Phil Learns D&D in real time whilst DMing.
It's all great. So
Gotta learn on the job, you know?
Oh yeah.
that would be an attack with a club. Oh, that's damage.
Oh,
I
that's
think I
a
rolled.
natural
That's,
one. That's very
yeah,
unfortunate.
that is indeed a natural one.
Okay, well, look, we'll tie this up in the other mechanic
No,
that
it's
I've...
not. Is it?
I've got a red 2 in the...
Yeah,
in the
Okay.
flavor.
Oh, because
You
it's
have
plus
a
one,
plus
so it's a
one.
natural 1 plus 1.
Yeah, sorry. Basically, I'm again being an idiot and demonstrating I don't know how this game works. I read the damage number as oh no.
No, but it's the same because I rolled the 1, but it's plus 1
Yeah,
because it's a modifier.
okay.
So it's a
That's
natural 1
minimal you can
So
technically.
we're all on
Yeah.
the same table here that classy Olaf messed up. That's fine. So I'm going to
Yeah.
roll this into the other action that should have happened here, which is as you get close to the target tiger, it takes a crafty swipe at you. So let's roll that. And I assume a 21 will hit.
It
you.
will actually be.
It-
It will
it
actually be a
would.
19. It will actually be a 19.
Oh, of course. 'cause
It is a
it's-
disadvantage.
Thank you. Yes.
And-
yeah, that's right.
And Ollie has resistance to the damage the tiger deals.
Excellent. Oh, you are a really useful person to have on hand for a variety of reasons here, Lafon.
How do I do resist? Is that...
You just take half damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so the bite.
Oh, it's a
so
19.
The slice is
Yeah.
a D8 plus 3, so let me roll that.
it still
for you.
hits the 19, but yeah.
Okay, so that was going to deal 5 damage, rounded down to 3 damage because of the resistance that Lafon so kindly gave you away.
3 damage.
Yes.
Got
I
it.
hope you can cope with that.
I can definitely click it into the system.
Thank you very much. Barb, we're back around to you.
And I'm going to check something real quick. I don't have throwing knives as a skill, so I don't think I can do it.
Look, you've got short swords, you've got a potato peeler, you are trained in this kind of work. It's not outside the real possibility for you to throw a knife at it and maybe make a go of it.
Throw the potato peeler.
Exactly.
It's projectile.
Okay. Pray for me.
Oh no, I'm in the way, aren't I?
Okay, a 17 hits.
Okay, and then
there's
what
a
do
very,
what
there's
would I
a
roll
very
for that?
cool, like little, not looking back at all here from Ollie, just like moves his head ever so slightly to the side as the knife comes sailing past him. Okay, and then
What damage would a
let's-
potato peeler do?
I'm going to say for a potato peeler, that's probably a D4 plus your strength modifier because it's not a big knife.
Okay, strength modifier is 1. Let's
Okay.
take a D4 here. Boop. It is a 2.
Okay.
So a total of 3.
Yes, nicely done. Okay. Right, Phineas, let's see if we can get some more damage on those Eldritch Blasts this time, shall we?
So Phineas sees the tiger shifting away to the side and just completely thinks that it's running straight at him. He's like, it's coming for me, and he just throws one as fast as he can, like panic, chucks it.
Okay.
Let's see, Eldritch Blast. Where are we
I
at?
mean, look, the way you've role-played this, I kind of want to give you disadvantage on this one.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I'm gonna roll it twice.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna be bad already.
Yeah, it's not a great shot.
Yeah, it's actually worse.
Egg.
Yeah. It doesn't matter
He's
that
just
I
like,
gave you this.
It just like throws one like as fast as he can.
Yeah, and it goes wide, and it goes wide and up, and there's now a nice big scorch mark on the ceiling where you connected. So whoever's in here to clean him after this next is not going to be happy with you.
He's gonna
Good thing
back
it's not
up
us.
as much as he can into the wall.
Yeah. Savi, it is your turn.
Awesome. To give a little bit of context as to why the disadvantage happens, when I hit the tiger with my last attack, it a collection of spectral ghosts shifted up around the tiger, just herring at at it as it tried to get away, and even as it tries to attack targets beyond it, it has to claw through these spectral warriors, which dulls the blow slightly. With that being said, I'm going to move up towards the tiger and attack at it recklessly.
Sure thing. You will receive an attack of opportunity as you close the distance. So
sure, yeah.
Standard claw, and that's a 6. So congrats on dodging that one.
24. I attacked recklessly last turn.
Yes, of course.
Oh no, wait. This is my turn. No, so the reckless has because I think it's at the start of my next turn. Let me double check. But until your next turn. Okay, so it would not trigger that. So 6, yes.
Okay. Well, congrats on dodging that. Let's see how you can deal with the big cat here.
Yeah, I will attack recklessly.
Okay.
So at advantage for a 24.
That's a nice hit.
And that is going to be 5 damage.
Nicely done.
7 damage.
Plus 2.
So 7 damage.
Yeah. Okay. Tiger very much not looking happy. Not only has its attempt to put itself in a defensible position failed it, it is starting to show some serious signs of stress and cracking. And you can hear like pottery splintering as it moves and flexes and waits for its next attempt at a shot, which it is going to get now. And congratulations, Savi, you've put yourself right in the line of fire. So it's getting a bit angry. It's time for a multi-tack here. Ooh, that didn't roll. We're just going to roll those manually. It's 2 swipes with the claw here. Remind me again, are you at disadvantage now?
18 hits. Yes, it does. Yes, I am.
And the 23 also
23
hits.
also hits.
Okay, get ready to require some healing. Congratulations on taking 10 damage on 2d8 plus 6.
Okay, so 10 damage. Cool.
How are you looking health-wise here?
You can start to see blood streaking across where the tunic was already struggling to hold the physique of Savvy. It has now become shredded, and like one sleeve is falling off. There's blood trickling from his mouth and nose, and some scarring around the eyes. He's looking hurt, but not down and out.
Sure. We can discuss how much chest is being shown, whether that's an appealing thing for our audience when we're not in the middle of combat.
Oops.
Okay, Ollie, we're back with you.
Yeah, back with me.
5 damage, by the way, because it is halved again.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. What I'm gonna do? I think, and I can't walk away from it. I mean, I'm just gonna smack with the club, I guess.
Look, it's a classic. It's a classic for a reason.
Yeah, this gonna do it.
That's unfortunate. That's going to be a miss, I'm afraid. And
That is gonna be a
even
miss.
amongst the sound of tinkling and breaking pottery, the tiger still has enough fluidity of movement to dodge gracefully out of the way of that number 4.
Yeah.
Barb, we're back with you.
Okay. Climbing up onto a table would take an additional 5 feet off my distance, correct?
It would be part of your move action. The tables aren't so high that it's like a full move action for you to do that. So just include that as part of your regular move.
What about climbing up Ollie?
Climbing up Ollie because Ollie is technically rough terrain. That will take a little more time.
Okay, so I'm at 10. 20, correct? Or is it just, yeah, it's 20.
Yeah.
And then 25, so it puts me right here.
Yep.
I turn to Savi. Oi! Dumbass! You're gonna throw me again! You don't pick me up so much! Throw me at the damn tiger! And that's right on my turn, because, oh no, I reach into my pocket and I throw a fork!
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay, rolling to hit. Fork.
That's a miss, I'm
Four.
afraid.
Fork it.
Yeah.
It's a 4.
Not having a lot of luck with cutlery here today, unfortunately. Phineas, what can you make happen here?
I'm gonna for Phineas. I
Of course,
think I'm gonna
his off.
because he's been kind of scared shitless, but he's going to for a little bit of flavor roll a wisdom save and see if he kind of gets himself.
Okay.
No, he doesn't. He's still freaked out.
wow.
He still thinks this tiger's running at him, so
I mean,
he
look,
is going
yeah.
to wildly throw an Eldritch Blast again without doing anything else.
Yeah, roll with disadvantage.
I'm gonna have it be disadvantage again. Yeah. Oh wow, that first one's really good.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That second one is a 13.
Okay, well that
It's a
is a
13
hit,
hit.
so roll some damage.
Okay, wild shot comes out, and a whole whopping 1 damage. Pew!
And with that, the Eldritch Blast connects directly with the lower jaw of the target tiger, and the jaw falls off, and the tiger begins to crumble into a cloud of red dust and broken bits of pottery. And we're going to deal with the aftermath of this fight after a very short break, so don't go too far. We're back as soon as we can, and yeah, thank you for joining us. See you in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are. We have just witnessed our party destroy a large tiger made of lots of bits of broken targets, which puts them at the end of this particular activity for Pilmander, at which point, in the characteristic puff of red smoke, in pops Pilmander once again. Hey, you guys did it! Fantastic! Exactly what I was looking for. We had some breakages, we had some violence, there was a guy with a fire sword. Couldn't have asked for more. Fantastic. There's only one thing, really, to my mind anyway, that's missing in all this, and that is, I guess you'd call them serious repercussions. And to try and remedy that, here's what I'm going to do for you. And he clicks his fingers, and all of the cook staff that were there previously pop back in. And it's apparent that whilst this has been happening all the pies that have missed their target and haven't otherwise gone somewhere seem to have landed on all of these cooks, and they are just covered head to toe in pie. And as your gaze swings to the top of the room, there's a Bagatha crumb, larger than life and just dripping in pie juices, with a face like pie-covered thunder. And she bears down there, or at least she tries to. She's a large woman, and it takes her a little bit of time to get up to speed. And she starts screaming at the top of her voice, "You little bastards! What do you think you're doing bursting into here? Look at all this broken pottery! Look at all these pies! What have you done to my kitchen?" And Pilmander turns to you and says, "My guys, if I was you, I would start to run, because I think she means business." And Pilmander pops out, and you are left to... well, run from this overbearing boss lady.
So where in the room? Where in the room does she appear?
Oh yeah, I forget I didn't give her an actual token.
She was the tiger.
You know, you've said
So
that,
that
and yeah, you've said that, and I realised that was one of the things I'd written down that I'd forgotten. But we've moved past it now. She's over here, and she's covered head to toe in pie, and she is making her way over towards you. And as luck would have it, mostly you're close to a door, so you can get out of the way fairly quickly. And bear in mind, whilst this isn't your direct boss in 3 out of 4 cases, Ollie, she is your direct boss, you're already in a lot of trouble here. So let's, as difficult as a concept it is for the group, damage mitigation should maybe be somewhere at the top of your list.
Ain't the top of mine. See ya.
It should probably go.
Yeah. Well.
I'd like to pull a tablecloth off one of the tables, put it over my head, and try and sneak out.
Okay. Well, I mean, yes, you can do this. It has 0 effect. You are a large person.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you look like a large and clumsy ghost. If
Excellent.
That's any help for you.
The shambling gate probably makes more zombie, I think, than.
I'm so eager for this.
Yeah.
I touch myself with invisibility.
You what? Sorry.
I touch myself and make myself invisible. Is it like invisibility?
This is what Oxford commas are very important, by the way.
Yeah. Look, I thought that's what I heard, but I just wanted to double check.
No, I know. No, not that part. Yeah. Yeah. No, I just go invisible.
Oh yeah, you're pulling your other trunk, huh?
Is there
that's how it works. I just pull it.
Is there a doorway? Is there a doorway like close enough, like to where I can see the opposite side?
Yeah. So the door is over here past.
Actually, no, I don't do that. Sorry. Go ahead. I'll do something else.
But the kitchen staff are all kind of too stunned to speak, and you are some distance away from Bagatha Crumb.
How am I more than 30 feet away from her?
Are you more than 30 feet away from her? She is about here.
I can't see where you're clicking.
Oh, does that not show?
I can't either.
Oh, okay.
No.
Sort of in between the first and second row of tables on the right-hand side.
On the right hand. Okay, so a little further
So
away.
right about you.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, okay. I will.
So she.
go.
Hopefully you can see this. I've just moved. Oh god.
Everybody
took in unison a perfect.
I
step
just
towards her.
walk like
Slide to the
within
left.
30 feet of her, and I'll cast Charm Person instead.
Okay, right.
Oh.
What is your spell DC?
That is a 13 Wisdom save.
Okay, let me roll her DC.
Ooh.
Okay, you just squeak through that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So she's now charmed.
Yeah, she stops in her tracks and looks around and go, "Oh, hi Ollie, how's it going? What can I do for you?" Like,
Yeah,
complete about face and demeanor.
Yeah. So essentially, I mean, she's charmed. So I go. I lost the voice again. Well,
If the voice is there in
As
spirit,
it-
that's fine.
right. As it turns out, there's a couple people that weren't really happy to like see me. So they went into like a whole pie baking. We were in a pie baking contest, and I was the best pie baker as usual.
Oh, of course, yeah,
and
obviously.
they were not happy, so they started throwing these pies around. And I guess you were in the way. So it wasn't me. I didn't try anything, but maybe you should punish like these other folks. That they
And there was a
they were doing
tiger!
things.
And I point
So-
down, and there's like, and I at the remains of the tiger, and then I at the same time I minor illusion the roar of a tiger coming from like just beyond the hallway, and be like, "Tiger!"
Oh, okay. Look,
I would-
thank you for taking the time to explain this to me, Ollie. I really, really appreciate the fact that you're taking the time to talk to me about this. And yeah, absolutely, no problem at all. I will go away and discipline these people. Fine, thank you for pointing me in the right direction. As for the tiger thing, a little concerning. Leave it with me. We'll see what we can do.
Thanks so much. I forgot that I left that spoon that I borrowed from you the other day, back in my quarters. I'm just gonna go and get that, and then later on, you'll get it back. Don't worry about it. It'll be great.
Okay. So sorry. Are you? Oh, sorry. You're apologizing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. Look. Ollie,
I'm
you
giving a reason why I'm leaving, essentially. I'm not sticking around.
Yeah, look, you don't have to rush to get me back that spoon. I appreciate the thought. You're such a kind, thoughtful, hard-working member of staff. You just give that to me as soon as you can. Have a nice day now.
Yeah, and then I GTFO.
I was gonna remark that he still smells like shit.
Sewage.
Yeah.
Well, but she doesn't
Sewage
care.
and
'Cause she's
vomit.
one person, so.
We should vomit.
I mean, like,
I
Alright,
step
fair enough.
over the remains of the tiger, and as I do, like bits and pieces of it kind of like float off and like starts circling around Phineas, and then like kind of absorb into him, and he sort of like stands up a little straighter.
Yeah.
That's the result of reducing it to 0 hit points. He's like, oh, I haven't felt this good since I was 57, and he
that's-
shuffles out the door.
That's right, everyone. He's got tiger blood now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you find
Yeah,
yourself.
right.
Let's be honest. Phineas would be Charlie Sheen.
Yes. Yeah. Winning. So you find yourself outside of the kitchen now, and Pilmander appears before you once again. And he gives a little bit of a round of applause, and again, there's that, like, again, in character, you have no idea this is a thing. Why would you know this is a thing? There's the studio audience backing up of, like, somebody else watching and giving a polite round of applause for what you've done. Congratulations, guys. Nicely done. You actually got out of that in a much more peaceful manner than I thought you would. I was expecting you to come tearing out of there and down to the next place. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to guide you nice and peaceful like to the next part of our little set of games here. So you all just fall in line behind old Pilmander here, and we'll get the fun going on. And just as a reminder, it's been like 5 minutes. Turning you inside out, still very much on the table. Okay? We good?
Whatever you say, Pilly.
Again, the pilly thing, that's not me. Like with the general schlubbiness and the fact that I'm a demon, pilly not
Oh my
really
god,
my thing.
you're right. You're right. I'm so sorry. I just don't give a crap.
Okay.
Move it along, Pilly.
So here's what happens to you. You find yourself suddenly floating off the floor at about eye level with Savvy here, which is a long way up for a relatively small gnome. And there is a very sudden, very intense pain deep in the pit of your stomach. and you are very suddenly, very quickly, before you even have time to react, flipped entirely inside out, so that your guts are on the outside and your outside is where the guts were.
Understood.
And then just as quickly again, you are back to normal and on the ground. And Pilmander goes, look, we can do this little dance that you seem to be so keen on us having, or I could do that again and make it a little more permanent this time. This is really kind of up to you here.
That was kind of fun, actually.
I'm gonna.
You kind of got
approach...
me in a box here.
I kind of want to ask Pilmander, right? So how do you do that? Because that's really helpful for filleting fish really quickly. Just like get the fillets out, because that'd be really helpful, actually.
Here's what you need to do: is you need to be a immortal, almost all-powerful, kind of demon-y kind of guy, and then this sort of stuff just comes naturally to you. If that ain't you, then I'm afraid you're gonna have to stick with your little paring knife there.
Okay.
Now, are we done with the show and tell and the story time?
So theoretically, if you can turn someone inside out, does that mean you can make someone better too?
I mean,
did.
technically yes, but you gotta understand that for people like me, better is not a thing that we tend to actively pursue as a matter of course.
But think of all the entertainment that we could do if we were at full fighting force.
Oh, you guys are worried about being a little bit beat up for the next one?
Yes.
Okay, look, I wasn't gonna say anything. I wasn't gonna say anything here. I was gonna leave it as a little surprise for the start of the next game, but you are right. I do want you at full fighting fitness for the next part of this little set of games, so I was gonna give you a little bit of a pick-me-up, but you kinda ruined the surprise now. But yes, don't worry, you'll be back to full fighting strength at the start of the next event.
I will make sure to be properly surprised when it happens.
Thank you. See that you do. Now, I've heard from 3 of you. You there, old guy. You got anything you want to add, or are we good to go here?
Feel better than I have in about 33 years.
Fantastic.
When's the next one?
On to the next one. And so, Pilmander, floating fairly amicably, and he's doing the cartoon demon, cartoon bird thing of just like floating along with his hands sort of behind his back, behind his head, floating along like propelled by nothing. And he takes you on, somehow amazingly, for a space that is as busy as the lodges of IOTH Academy tend to be. You don't run into a single person. Like, there's something a little bit supernatural going on here that he seems to always be taking you down an empty corridor. And then eventually you reach a door in the corridor. And those of you, well, in fact, all of you, because you work here, you know that this is a very specific space that he's taking you into. And hopefully we can load this up nice and quickly and get you all in. And I actually, completely forgot to fix the issues. But you do find yourself in the latrines. So, the one of the nice things here about IOTH Academy is that, like, an extensive plumbing system really isn't that important. Because there are magical means of dealing with this. It is significantly more dignified than wizards just dropping trousers in the middle of the hallway and then magicking it away. So, like, there is the rudiments of a system here to allow you to deal with this kind of thing. And so we have quite a nice, well-appointed set of latrines here. And, we've got basins along one wall. There's a wash tub for some reason. There's some nice decorative fountains. And, individually closed off stalls over here as well.
Ollie's just gonna mosey on over to, like, a pool of water and try and do something about all this swamp ire on him.
Yeah. Well, look, there's soap, there's towels, there's scrubbing implements, there's what is effectively a bath over here. You can very easily get yourself in a much fitter state than you previously were. So it doesn't take too long for you to scrub all that off.
I steal a towel.
Of course you do. And there's nobody even here to really reprimand you for it. So you can take all of the towels that you would like.
Just take all the
And
towels.
I actually cannot use my character sheet yet, but imagine she's like right about here and she's just shoving a towel like in like the front of her like smock, just
Yeah. Like when
this awkward like third boob just kind of.
I was gonna say like a child pretending to use it to pretend to be overweight, that kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Without even saying anything, Phineas has just shuffled off into one of the stalls and shut the door.
Okay. We're not going to make you roll for that. We'll just assume that nature takes its course on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta watch old people, man. They'll just wander off and do shit.
Oh, yeah. Senility's a real problem. And so, Pilmander...
Where am I?
Pilmander, having ushered you in here, says, okay, guys, now, look. I have somebody that I would like you to meet. I've got a lot of time for the things he's trying to do here. I think the things he's trying to do are, objectively, from a demon point of view, very, very funny. But also, I kind of want you to go down there and mess with them a little bit. But I'm not going to just make it easy for you. I am going to ask that you find your own way to them. All I'll say is you're in the right kind of area here to go find them. We all good? Capiche?
Where's the surprise?
Oh, of course. Yeah. How stupid of me to forget. 1 second. And rather than clicking his fingers this time, there's a wag of his tail, the one with a knife strapped to it. And you all find yourself suddenly feeling, not perfect. There's nothing been healed over than the damage that you took in that previous fight. But you are back to what you would consider full fighting strength. So if you've lost any HP, get that back. If you've expended any spell slots, get those back as well.
Point of order. Do my temporary hit points go away?
Nah, that seems unfair when you've just gained them. So you can hang on to those.
Nice.
I did take the 1 point of psychic damage from awkwardness.
Did you otherwise avoid any other damage? Is it only been
Yes.
Savi and?
That's also.
I also took damage.
Yeah.
Not that much.
I took the majority of the damage. Yes.
Yeah, you took a lot.
We've got good fighting instincts. Apparently.
Immediately as the wounds kind of heal up, you see Savvy put their hands to their face like this. Oh my gosh, how surprising!
Yeah.
Radium, shut up.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even get
course.
anything.
Pilmander gives you a look, and you guys unfortunately can't see my camera right now, but for those of you at home, it's this. Which, if I were to describe it to those of you in the party, it's somewhere between frustrated and disappointed. Frustrated.
To be clear, the vibe you're getting from Savvy is entirely without guile.
Yes.
Just incapable of pretending to be surprised.
So Pilmander, as the type of being that he is, cannot understand the concept of somebody doing something without guile.
Entirely fair.
Yeah. So you guys are at opposite ends of some kind of spectrum here. I just don't know which one it is.
It's like the bit in cartoons where like the characters are trying to act, but it's like very obvious for the audience.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no!
However, will we cope? Yeah. Okay. Well, any more questions, or am I good to let you guys get on with this?
You look weird.
There's a flushing sound from one of the stalls.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Just making
It's
sure
magical
they flush.
flushing. Welcome to the world of IOTH Academy, where the toilets flush themselves through magic.
Oh, you said they were
Gnomes,
like
if you're watching this,
conventional ones.
congratulations. That is now canon. You're welcome.
If it wasn't, I was just gonna have it be a minor illusion.
Also, objectively very funny. So yeah, I'm easy either way.
Very funny.
All
Yeah.
right, let's hustle.
While I was in a bath, I crafted like a little plant ducky, not a rubber ducky, plant ducky that's not floating in the tub.
Great. I honestly don't know how to respond to that, but I am very happy that you've done it.
Great.
Can you say I am Groot in the elephant voice?
I am Groot.
I mean, it's about there.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was good. All right. Is Pilmander still here?
Pilmander has gone.
Oh, excellent. I
We're
don't
supposed
like
to
him
look for a guy, apparently.
I don't like him very much.
He kind of wants us to
Not like you either.
just do things. Why?
Shut up, suit boy.
It was Sauce Boy, thank you very much.
In a tub, it's you, Stu. Piss off!
Who are we talking about?
All right.
Some
Is there
shuffling up next
is
to
there
you all.
anything in this room that stands out as being non-washroom related?
No, I mean, this again is a relatively well-known piece of your daily life because
Fair.
there are a few of these kind of rooms around the place because it's a big place. You can't get away with just this number. But no, this is all very familiar to you so far. And I suppose if I was a more competent DM, I would have hidden with Fog of War all of these stalls down here. But no, everything that you can see is as expected.
I'm gonna go to my stash, okay? So nobody fucking look.
Can I use detect magic?
Yes.
Well, then I'll use detect magic.
Okay. Well, congratulations. Detecting magic inside of IOTH Academy reveals that there is a lot of magic everywhere.
Of course.
Because
Is there
it's that
anything
kind of
specific within 30? Because it's within 30 feet sphere.
No, within 38 sphere, all you can detect is the magically flushing toilets that are along the south wall, and just the residual passage of a lot of people that spend a lot of time studying, using, and thinking about magic. Like there's no like hotspot or anything. There's just a lot of magic because of where we are.
Okay.
So what are we doing again?
I think he wants us to look for like a friend that he has.
Oh,
Which apparently is somewhere around here to get them or her or whatever.
And anybody who is like generally searching and listing and what have you, if you'd like to make a perception check, you can feel free to do that.
I know the friend he's looking for. You know, it's the Gundies.
Here's where I'm confused, right? He was in a jar for many years, at least 2.
more
Maybe
than
The
that.
Gundies nuts.
or 3. How could he have any friends in here? Surely they would have left by now.
I think he's just fucking with us.
I can
I
neither
suppose.
confirm nor deny. So for Phineas, I'm afraid there's no way that I can send you this in like a stealthy message because you can
That's
hear
okay.
you can hear something, and it's a sound that you can't really quantify other than perhaps incoherent babbling mixed with singing, because what you hear is kind of a coming from somewhere towards the back of the room, very, very quietly.
The voices are back.
That's just the sound in his mind.
Starts kind of turning in circles, trying to pinpoint it, but like very much like a worried look on his face.
If you're trying to pinpoint it, give me another perception roll.
Let's see. Just rolled it and I'd forgotten where it was. Yeah,
Yeah, you can't pinpoint where it's coming from.
Sounds different this time. Where is it?
You can still hear it, but it's too diffuse for you to be able to like pick a specific origin point.
This is just babbling, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's not sure if he's losing his mind or not. So he's definitely like just saying he's just saying like the voices over and over again, mumbling it.
Yeah, you are welcome to like have a look around and see if you can figure that out. But certainly where you are at the minute, it's not particularly apparent.
I wanna investigate like the whole like sink faucet stuff. If there's any like markings or anything like that.
So the structure you're actually up against here is a fountain. So there's set into each side of the fountain is a gold lion's head, and there's a gentle stream of water coming out of each of the 4 sides of the fountain on both sides of the room. Otherwise, it's not particularly. There's nothing that stands out to you about it.
I mean, I'm just gonna go like around it, like maybe there's a button or something, you know.
Okay, make a. I want to say perception, but investigation if you've got it.
Okay, I've got advantage on those.
Okay, well let's.
It looks like so. Let me do the thing.
Okay. No, there is nothing that stands out to you about these fountains that doesn't paint them as anything other than ordinary fountains.
It was happening for a Chamber of Secrets kind of thing there.
But as you are moving around, as you get close to sort of the southern edge of one of these fountains, you do hear again a excuse me, I'm losing my voice a little bit. Kind of noise. Like it's somebody making some kind of weird babbly singing noise.
I don't think the old guy's crazy. I hear something too.
Right, about that shit.
Probably not
What?
wrong.
Not entirely wrong. No.
Yeah. Who's crazy? What are you talking about?
No one. That's what I'm saying. No one's crazy.
Good. That's right. He tries to stand up
That's
straight and
enough.
like adjust himself, but he really just like knocks his robe like slightly askew.
Do you want me to carry you?
No.
Well, I mean, you're
Don't
just
we
kind of
punch you?
stumbling all over the place.
Mind your own
It might
business.
Smack some
help.
sense into you. I can smack a little sense into you if you like. I got an extra 4.
Barbara,
Little
stop
stab.
it. Stop smacking people.
You're gonna get smacked next.
I was going to say, like, there is
For
some real,
real.
so,
As a
some,
matter of fucking fact.
some real tension
Stab
here
him.
between the most friendly and least friendly people in the party.
I'd like to stab him with a fork.
Oh no.
Okay, you know the drill. Make an attack roll.
Here I come, baby.
That's
Oh
a
my
hit.
god. Wait, why do you always do this for friendly fire?
Have you secretly rolled a character that has
He
advantage
just got
on
healed.
party? Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
20
Axe
hits.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
So I
Surprise
think that's
round.
going to be 2 points of damage with a fork and a strength
Isn't
bonus.
it like a 1d4?
I'd like it to be known that this gnome has stabbed with a fork for more damage than the tiger attacked me in 2 back-to-back rounds.
The real
Granted,
damage
I was
Spencer made
raging,
along
but
the way.
Yeah, well, it's the little ones you've got to keep an eye on. Sorry, it's the vertically challenged ones you've got to keep an eye on.
so it was what,
That's
2
not bad.
damage?
It was 2 damage. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say I rolled 1d4.
The fork
I
is
got
like
4.
it's on your kneecap.
It's so for
That's what you get.
okay. How are you gonna respond to this, Savvy? Savvy?
I will turn around, put my back to her, and sit down and just cross my arms and completely ignore her. Very much
I
sulking.
stab him again.
Okay. Well, again, you know the drill. Good grief! Why are you wasting your rolls on stabbing your friend?
That's that. I mean, it doesn't not hit in a second round. So yeah, go for it.
That's another 2
Trying to
damage.
figure out if there's anything I could do about this.
Oh man.
Sort of slack-jawed Phineas just like walks
So
sideways
sorry.
again over to Ollie. Is like, and I think I'm crazy.
Yes.
Okay, this is enough of this. That is the last time you're stabbing me.
No, ain't. Promise.
or else. What else?
Yeah. I think what we've
What are you
established.
gonna do about it, big man?
What we've established here is that threats up to and including the actual violence itself do not work.
Why don't you find the thing that we need to stab and not stab me? There's got to be something else here. Also, there's a shiny thing in the corner over there. Why don't you go look at it?
Like, I'm like petting his back, like, shh. You're an easier target, love. You're standing right here, you're sitting like a stuffed pig. You think I'm not gonna stab you? You're so cute and steerable. What am I gonna do about it, huh? I'd like to stab him again, please.
This time,
Let's-
I will rage in response.
Fight.
And
fight,
grapple
fight,
the character
fight.
trying to prevent them. That does not hit.
No, it doesn't.
17 does not
Okay.
hit. 17 does not hit.
I scratch though. Can I scratch? It's like a.
Very much
Well, so-
a case
so
of
here's-
grab the
here's-
wrist kind of thing.
Here's the thing. It's a hit that connects, but it doesn't do anything because of how thick and how sturdy Savvy is. Like, Savvy is a big, strong, hard-skinned guy. Like, you kind of got lucky with those last couple.
No.
Okay, and you're going
The
to
fork
grapple.
bends? Is that
Fork-
what happens?
I think
The
that's
fork broke?
basically it. Yeah, you go,
Yeah.
aha! And I go, boing.
Okay.
This one
I'm
cannot be
down
used
to 4
anymore.
Just bend the fork.
Actually, no, a best
The fork
can be
do
used.
be broke.
So you are going
No,
to,
it's
try and
not.
grapple.
It's
is that-
so hard.
You
So-
better
Yeah, you
stop.
want me to just a straight athletics check then?
Sorry, say that again. I got two people at once then.
Oh, you said you want me to grapple Barbara?
I thought you said you wanted to grapple Barbara.
I mean, it's more a case of just like stopping her from attacking whatever
yeah, I mean,
case may be.
I think given your size and proximity and the fact that you have demonstrated this is possible, it's actually not particularly hard for you to grapple Barbara here.
Actually, I would like to raise disadvantage because I am still covered in sauce.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it would straight up cancel out because I have advantages because of rage.
And also that since it's rendered down goose, that would have
This is
thickened
true.
up.
It's
It's
not-
I am
like-
still
it's not-
covered
It's
in
a very
jelly.
fatty bird, though, so there's a lot of grease
Yeah.
in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's perfect.
Has there has the babbling gotten any louder since this
No, the babbling has
kerfuffle
been,
has happened?
the babbling is fairly consistent. So for those of you that can hear
And
it,
localized.
I want to characterize that this is not like necessarily deranged murmuring. It's somebody very, very happy. Like they've accomplished something and they're doing a celebratory dance and a little song to go with it.
So it was because and it was when I came from the center of the room to the fountain is when it got louder, or when I started hearing it, right?
You started to hear it because you moved a little bit south.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna call the great. By the way.
I mean, again, I meant to hide that, and it's a little bit obvious now that it's not hidden. But yeah. As you approach this,
Let's just say it's not hidden. I just go along all the stalls,
Here's
like
the
try
thing.
and open the doors.
Here's the thing: you live here. You know what this place is like. You know that there's a grate in this one. You don't know why. There's a toilet in almost every other one, and a grate in this one. You just know there's a grate in this one. And yes, as you get close to the grate, you can definitely hear that noise was coming from down in that grate.
Okay. Oh, whatever we're hearing coming from down here, guys, and I think it's a great idea if we investigate this further.
So as
Isn't
you
that
as
just
you
one of those
as you
squatty
say
ones?
as you say that, Pilmander pops back in, and he gives a groan like oh, and the studio audience chimes back in with that same kind of TV audience groan, and Pilmander pops back out again.
You ever consider shutting up? It's free.
Who was that aimed at? Me or?
No, I was aimed at Ollie.
At me, okay.
And sorry, I think I
It was
talked
so
over
low
Phineas
cadence.
there as well.
No, he finishes like, you telling me that's not one of the squatty potties?
I mean,
Phineas,
it
having
might
spent
be, but
years, knees tucked under his chin, going directly into the grates, never stopped to consider.
Supposedly it's better for you. but-
Yeah, it straightens out the digestive tract.
Should I open this grate?
It's worth a
can
go.
you?
I wouldn't.
In that case, I step back a little bit.
Yeah, it
I'm gonna be,
is,
like, over
for
here.
clarity here, not pleasant, because unfortunately Phineas is not the only person in here not entirely possessed of all the marbles, and so, yeah, people have been using that for various functions.
Hey, I never said
is
don't
such-
use it.
It's a fair point.
Give it.
But if you do want to grasp the grate with both hands, whilst it's heavy because it's a piece of solid metal, it's not secured. It's just resting in a little divot, and so it's actually very easy to move out of the way of this.
I mean, I suppose I will. If I hear that babbling below it, then I suppose I will lift it up.
Okay, so you successfully lift it up, and there is a very clear passage down into a what looks to be, from what you can see, a small, narrow walkway running the length of this set of latrines.
A,
Oh.
gross. B, will I fit?
It's going to be a tight squeeze, and you will wish you were covered in a rich goose sauce reduction. But yes, you can just get down there.
Do I fit? Because I feel like I'm a little bit wider around the waist area.
We might need to do some cartoon jumping on your head to squeeze you through the gap.
Oh no.
I would love nothing more.
I don't know if your weight's enough to do that, but we'll try.
I will shake my head and say
Service.
anything but the gnome, and I will jump into it.
Okay, again, it's a tight squeeze, but you are able to wiggle your way down under that one.
Is it like I'll look down there first. Does it look like a dark area of just like can you see anything down there, or is it just pitch black?
It's pretty dark down there. There's no lights.
Okay. Well then, before going in, I'll cast dark vision on myself.
Very sensible.
Just a reminder, I don't have dark vision, so I am like pushing up, like making like hands on the walls, kind of like in a maze kind of thing,
Yeah.
just feeling the way forward.
I should have gone first. I actually have devil sight.
Oh.
I was
So-
assuming at least one of you would have dark vision.
And I'm guessing that Barb also has night vision or dark vision as a gnome.
I believe I do.
For those of you that are already down
Dark
there,
vision, yes.
whilst it is dark in the tunnel itself, there is a very obvious point of light, and I assume everyone else is going to go down into the hole as well. If that's the case, we'll.
All right, out of the way, out of the way. Is it like a drop down?
Yeah, but it's only about human height, so it's like a 6-foot
Okay.
drop, maybe.
He actually like jumps in, like Geronimo.
Wait, so that means I can't stand upright in this tunnel.
Neither can I.
Yeah, it's going to be a crouched journey on this one.
Ugh.
Awesome.
Oh, it would help if I was. Okay, I know what I'm doing, guys.
It's all dark.
Barb's just chilling.
This is the legs workout for
This
the
is,
day.
this is what it should look like.
Yeah.
Barb's just vibing. She's like,
Oh,
It's the
finally, the place is
tunnel.
properly sized.
Right, here we go.
Wait, so how high is it?
Let's call it generously 6'2".
And what do
Okay,
we
so
see
he's-
down here? Because obviously
He's
I have dark
relatively
vision
comfortable
now.
in there. He's only 5'6".
Yeah. So those of you with dark vision, this is a long, rough-hewn stone tunnel with no obvious end to it. There's a slight slope downwards, but not enough to be like a thing that would cause waste to flow away. I did get this confirmed beforehand that the waste here is dealt with magically, which means
So there's like no stream or anything
Yeah.
with waste in it. It's not like a sewer situation.
There is, unfortunately, some, let's charitably call it remnants of the previous users of the latrines above. And so you will be wading through at least a small amount of dookie in this one.
How high roughly are we talking?
It's
an inch.
it's not even that. It's like it's bits and pieces here and there.
It's just like loose. Okay.
Yeah.
You can like not even semi avoid it essentially.
Correct. Yeah. Your shoes, and I hope you're all wearing shoes. Your shoes are going to get dirty in this, but it doesn't get much worse than that. Okay. Hopefully you've all got control of your personals again. But yes, there's a very clear point of light, and as you approach it, someone appears to have knocked a tunnel through this channel into another bigger room through here. So
And that's to the right or to the left from where we are right now.
this is here. Hopefully you can see me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
Okay.
peek my head around the corner.
Oh,
and
because
take
we're
a
looking
look.
top down, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you, oh gosh, come on, reveal. There we go.
Ah,
As you put your head around the corner, you're met with a large cave, and this is very clearly where the source of the babbling noise was coming from. And in fact, we can show you a little bit of a 360 view of
I
the graphic.
hate the
no.
title of this. I don't like the title of this already.
oh
Yes.
no!
Giving it away ever so slightly here.
It's okay. I have
Someone
my,
actually wrote this.
Savvy does not know how to read, so we're good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
This may or may not have been the first thing that I wrote in this adventure. We'll discuss that later. So, as you step through, you can't help but notice that the place is kind of in a state of disarray. For some reason, there's a large grate in the right-hand bottom corner, and there appear to be boats, like broken up, discarded boats. Not very clear how they got there or why they're there. Over in the far left-hand corner, there appears to be like a very rudimentary living space. There's a table with some odds and ends on it. There's a hammock. There's an alchemist table. There's bits and pieces of stuff that you would typically associate with, oh, magic stuff is being done in this place. And at the back end of the room, in the middle, is a wizened old man. Very long white beard, hunchback, brown tunic, and he's doing like a happy little dance to himself. He appears to be working on something at a table here in the middle of the room.
whisper to Savvy and Ollie and Barbara, like, all right, I think I've seen something like this before. Old crazy
Yeah,
person.
you walked into your bathroom and
careful.
looked in the mirror.
What are you talking about? I am way more handsome than that.
Should we go say hi?
No! Why would you talk to someone down there dancing around like a lunatic?
Well, I mean, there's nothing else to do.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's clearly using pots in the wrong way. I mean,
Off
pots
the
are
down.
cooking.
Barbara shoves her way past them, goes under all their legs. Goes, "I!"
Okay, and at this, the old man turns around and goes, "Oh, what seems to be the matter here? What are you doing here in the lair of the old hickory, the Fecomancer?
What now?
The lair of old hickory, the Fecomancer."
Yeah, now I heard you the first time. I'm just having a little bit of a hard time understanding. The what?
Fecomancer. My name is Old Hickory. My friends call me Old Hickory.
Shit, wizard!
Well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of it in a nutshell. I just prefer the slightly more scientific sounding name.
What are you doing down below the toilets? Well, no, wait, don't answer that.
Well, Fecomancy, I thought this was obvious. I'm just about to put the finishing touches to my great labor.
What is it with wizards and having real weird fetishes around here? Like, you know what? I don't
No.
get paid enough for this. Can we just go ahead and call it?
Everybody has a thing. Don't want to yuck your yum, but that's disgusting.
That is pretty gross, actually. It is pretty gross.
You're just like all the others. You fail to see the potential, the tons, the thousands of tons of waste generated by towns and cities, just sitting there, rotting and smelling, when you can turn it into beautiful, magical works of art. And he takes a step back and
That looks a fart.
takes a step back
Hey.
and please actually be here. Okay, cool. That's not in the thing already, so we're just going to drag it in. Oh, it is. I just keep clicking on the wrong thing. Excuse me, everybody, while I again make an idiot of myself live on stream.
No worries.
We all do it from time to time.
Oh
Thanks.
God!
Are you-
Oh,
He takes a step back,
No. Oh,
and
no.
on the bench, a large humanoid-looking construct made of, well, yes, I'm afraid you've guessed right, the finest grade A Duke. This man has been creating, let's call this a waste golem.
A Dookie Golem. No.
I realized like Fecomancer was going quite far, and I tried to rein it back in when really there was no point, when Duke Golem is such a better option.
I was not really in the room, and I heard them talking to each other. So now I actually enter. I'm like, I just nah. Just,
Can we go ahead and call it? I'm going to leave it. Anyone else?
you,
Show of hands,
sir,
please.
need help.
No, I don't need
Maybe
any more
toilet
help.
paper.
I finally perfected the formula. You're just in time to see the rise of my darling son, the Dookie Golem.
I feel like this has gone too far. I'm just happy that it's a bad allergy day for me. Because wow, no.
Yeah, it's pretty unpleasant. You're right there. And he steps to the side and throws a switch and says, "Rise, my child, my precious angel of filth, rise and strike down the non-believers." And with this, the Dookie Golem sits bolt upright, stands on both feet, and takes a lumbering step towards you.
Oh,
Everybody-
shit.
Very literally.
Yeah, no shit. Wait.
If
Now
ev-
I assume that there is pebbles around here.
There are more pebbles than you can shake a stick at.
But
Whether
what
or
are they
not
made
you'd
of?
like to pick them up is another question entirely.
That doesn't matter. I will use magic stone and hurl one of the pebbles at it.
Okay, in which case, I was going to put us into initiative, and then what we'll do here is we will put Ollie again at the top of the initiative order. Congratulations. If everyone else could also roll initiative for me, that would be fantastic. Thank you, thank
14.
you, thank you.
Physical dice.
Ah, there we go. We're back. We're back. We're
Yeah,
back.
I'm gonna need more coffee while this is happening. I'll be right back.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, right, so in order, that is Ollie.
Oh, gross.
Have I crossed the line here, guys? Is this a thing
No,
that I should
no,
have...
you're
No,
you're
no,
fine.
it's
not at
just
all.
you.
It's hilarious.
I'm just happy my character is freaking stuffed up in the nose at the moment.
I'm impressed that you've managed to create an entirely new season of Dirty Jobs with Micro. This is some grade A stuff.
Thank you. The highest possible praise you can give a DM.
What are the odds that we're gonna get a raise and not fired by the end of this?
Well, we'll see what happens.
I feel like I kind of managed my issues
Yeah?
so far.
Yeah,
I mean,
actually,
we were supposed to be
you are kinda on top.
guarding a bee that turned out to be a demon, and now we're just doing random crap, literally.
Well, yeah, but I'm just
I
gonna
think
be
it's
argued that I
50-50,
shouldn't.
to be honest. I don't know if we're doing favors.
It's just gonna be argued that I shouldn't have been there in the first place because she loves me now. So
Yes.
Yeah, until the spell
Doesn't
wears
that
off,
doesn't
Wears
that
off.
spell when it wear off like let people know they've been charmed?
we'll get to it when we get to it.
That's a problem for future Ollie.
B,
sure.
sorry, I didn't catch your number because you're rolling physical dice.
5.
5. Okay, nice.
Oh, so you're not last, Savvy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Way to rub it in.
Okay, right. So, Ollie is casting Magic Pebble.
Yeah, I rolled an 8. I mean, I grabbed 3 pebbles and I just threw one at them.
Okay, so you've got a couple more for next time.
I got 2 more. I could give them to someone else as well
Okay,
as I want
who
to.
are you aiming at here?
At the golem.
Okay.
Because I just wanna get rid of
I want
whatever
it
that
gone.
is.
I want it gone.
That
Don't want it
operation is. It should be gone.
Unfortunately, that's not enough to hit it. Well, that's not quite true. It does connect, but you are dealing with a thing here that is made of something incredibly pliable, and you just hit a soft spot. It goes in, but the waste golem just doesn't seem to care.
Mm-hmm.
So, Phineas, how are you going to tackle this with your 6 additional HP? You're right up in the middle
Oh
of it.
boy. I don't like any of this. Phineas is going to let's see, how far away are we looking at the moment? That's a good old whoop, nope, that's not the thing I want. I want the 40 feet away.
Yeah.
Alright. Phineas is, does he have a move? He does have a movement speed of 30 feet. Hell yes. He's like, alright, I'm gonna solve this problem. And Phineas goes running up right in front. You just see him just like take off like a rocket. He's moving faster than he usually does because he's slightly less hunched thanks to the little extra bit of vitality that he absorbed from the tiger. He runs forward, and all of a sudden you see out of him like these weird like furry black tentacles erupt, and he casts Arms of Hadar.
Okay.
ooh.
So everybody within 10 feet, which would be the Poo Golem and Mr. Fecalmancer, Mr. Hickory,
Old
has to roll a strength saving throw.
Okay, well, that they can do.
And I don't know why it rolled 3. Oh, it's because I used a second level spell slot.
Okay, so that's a 12 for both of them.
That is it doesn't say what the save. Oh, it says 12. Damn. Okay, so unfortunately they save. They take half damage, but that's it.
Okay.
So 16 down to 8.
Okay, that's still a pretty good shot at both of these guys.
Like,
Good
I
work.
got this, and they like the tentacles like kind of like wrap up both of them for a second, but they sort of fade out a little sooner. And he's like, "Hey, get back in there!" That's all he can do.
Okay, old Hickory's HP is also not fantastic. Okay, right. It's old Hickory's turn here. And he turns toward his construct and goes, "No, my baby!" I've completely forgotten what the voice was.
It was like King Candy from.
There we
You
go.
got a little bit of a
Yeah.
lisp, yeah.
Thank you.
baby.
For some reason, I went into like old prospector, and there hasn't been an old prospector in these parts for 10 years. My baby, I can't let you take the truth, my baby. And so he's going to turn and he's going to cast Mage Armor on his baby here.
Holy crap! Again.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's a brown glow. Like this thing was already brown, but like now it's an iridescent brown surrounds the fecal golem, and it looks sturdier than before. It certainly looks a little bit harder to take. And that's old Hickory's turn, which means it is on to the waste golem, who takes a big, lumbering, dookie-smelling step forward and takes a swipe at the nearest target, which is unfortunately going to be Phineas. He takes 2 big swings, hitting with a 21.
That'll do it.
Okay, the 21 connects, I'm guessing, and the 11 doesn't.
The 11 my armor class is 11.
Oh no, so that's a total of 8 damage.
Phineas just gets poo smacked. There's all that HP, all that temp HP gone. He's like, I got this. Whoa.
You made a good opening gamut on this one.
Yeah, it was necrotic damage too, but I don't know if you can like it's already waste matter. I don't know if that affects it.
It's a construct, and so it doesn't really. It's whilst it's not made of the most
bioorganic.
savory of materials, it's like an iron golem or a stone golem. It's just poo.
I mean, if you were to keep like condensing it down further and further, eventually it would become like a clay golem, right?
Yeah, I think so, and even further than that, some kind of singularity golem. On which note, Savi, it is your turn. Can I get a ruling here, Lafon? Because my temptation is to say Savi. Is it Savi or Savvy?
Savvy.
Savvy, thank you.
Savvy.
So it'll be full movement, which is 30 feet. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll say 30 just to get to here.
Yeah.
Not close enough to interact with the Fecamancer.
Okay.
So rage.
Yeah.
Attack the golem.
Okay.
Reckless.
Okay. Well, roll. Okay, that's
Natural 20.
That's a hit and that's a critical. Okay, so
Let's
roll,
go.
please.
It's gonna be a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 for 12.
Wow. Okay, that is a big whack out of the golem.
Yeah, 12 total because of the rage
Like,
damage as well.
And here's what that looks like. You connect with the quarterstaff, and there's an audible smack as of something hard hitting something soft because of what's happening here. And as you pull the quarterstaff away, in addition to that, there's like now a big dent in the side of the golem where the quarterstaff connected.
Okay. Once the quarterstaff hits, I'm going to you see those spectral warriors rise up again and surround this golem. And even as they're surrounding him, they look a little grossed out, but they exist.
Do you know what? Understandable, even for a ghost.
Wrinkled noses, just ooh.
That'll be my turn.
Okay, very good. And we are back on to Barb.
Okay, I thought I had dashes as an action. I didn't see it in my menu now, though.
I think that's.
I think
Whatever
anyone
reason.
can take a
Yeah,
dash
yeah.
action.
Or walking to pick up a pebble.
Okay.
I think as a rogue,
Dash.
you can do it as a bonus action.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Is like I get, and then dash is double movement speed, double movement, correct? So I go from 25 to 50,
Yes.
or is it
Yeah.
like okay?
It basically is it's just taking all of your movement again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I play a rogue in my
5,
home game.
10,
It's very fun.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. She makes a beeline to the side of the room because the first thing she sees when she looks around is this table right here.
Yep.
That is the goal. That is the MacGuffin.
I was like, right up until the point where it was apparent that you were going right past, and I was like, boy, this is really brave. She's getting very close. Oh no, okay, I see what's happening here. It's theft again, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Ollie, Sir Loxodon, it's your turn.
You're not gonna do anything attack wise.
Yeah, you still have an action.
Oh yeah, you've got an action left.
No.
Wait, do I still have the potato peeler?
You threw that, right?
Let's be
Or-
generous and say, because you're a kleptomaniac, of course you picked it back up again after you threw it.
You can throw a
I'm
fork
gonna
as
throw
well.
the potato peeler. I am not throwing my forks at a poo monster. Those are my forks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Go
you know,
ahead and
you know
roll.
earlier when you said that Devin, you said that I forget what it was that you said was going to be your one takeaway here from this. Has that been
Hey,
replaced?
no, I
at
was
all?
wrong.
Sewage-
Yeah.
there
I
was a
mean, to be
sewage
fair,
pie.
Sewage
Yeah.
pie and poo golem is kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it's just it's
just
the
an-
same
it's just
base
different
ingredients, just assembled in different ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's calling some
I
a
didn't
sweetie
stick
pie
me
or a
forks
sewage
in the
pie,
pie.
you know.
My point is, it's all the same shit.
Same day even.
I didn't stick my forks in this pie. Thank you very much. So I make a throw, and it absolutely misses.
Yeah, that's
So
that's a big white
goes,
miss, I'm afraid.
And like the potato peeler goes just flying across your cloud against the wall, uselessly, just kind of.
And it's actually more impressive than that. So again, you actually hit the golem, but it's like so much of it is so incorporeal is the wrong word, but like so liquid and sort of goopy.
So
that
it just sticks.
No. It goes right through and out the other side, doing no notable damage. And you're probably going to want
Cool.
to disinfect that potato peeler before it goes anywhere near any more potatoes. It takes us back around to the start of the action order, and Ollie, it's your go.
Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to do the thing here. All right, I had it before. There, no, I'm doing
Ollie,
it right.
this is like your nemesis. This is after food.
There we go. Right. I'm gonna move over here because I can 30 feet, and then I'm gonna throw another pebble because I still have 2 left.
Okay, well, make your rolls.
It's a 16.
Okay, that is. Sorry, are you aiming at the golem?
Yeah, at the golem.
Okay, that is just enough to hit.
Okay, and we do some bludgeoning damage, which is
Nice.
6.
Okay, yeah, again, another. Like, there's a small crater appears, like you hit a relatively solid area of the golem, and like there's a definite crater where it hits before the stone is reabsorbed. But like,
It's a magical pebble, you know,
yeah.
so it's
Yeah, it's clear that like that absorption into the body of the golem definitely interfered with some of the internal circuitry or whatever it is it has in there. So yeah, good work. Do you have any other actions this turn?
I moved and I threw a pebble.
you moved.
I
Sorry,
don't
I
really
missed that.
have much else.
No, I
do.
missed the move action. Sorry, that's on me.
Yeah.
Phineas, after a very successful last turn, what's your goal this time?
So Phineas, having attempted to get both these guys and see his spell like do some damage, but not as much as he would have liked. Take a quick glance around the room, especially back like in the way that the direction the barber's heading. Do I see anything of interest over there?
So, if you are a magician, there is probably tools and things generally around here and scattered all over the place because it's apparent that most of the things here have been scavenged rather than like purposefully brought down here. I'm sure you could find something among this that would be of interest to you, but at this kind of range, it's difficult to tell.
Okay, so just a little panic. He's like, you know what? Nuts to this. And he's going to Misty Step away
Nice.
behind everything. Let's see, it's 30 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Over into this little corner and try to land somewhere that's less poopy than everywhere else.
Yeah.
And since that is a bonus action, he's going to line up an Eldritch Blast for Mr. Pilmander.
Okay. Right, well, you know the steps.
That's a 10 to hit.
To hit the Fecomancer, unfortunately, that is not going to be sufficient here.
Damn it!
So that's a wide miss on this one.
Yeah, that's all he can do.
Okay, which, speaking of the Fecomancer, it is now his turn. And so what he's going to do here is turn... having seen another magic user and sort of identified you as an innate threat and seen what you can do damage-wise, decides that like you are the one to take out here. Everyone else the golem can deal with, but you're the rival and you're the main threat here. So he's going to turn a spell in your direction. And I say spell in a monkey enclosure. This is just what monkeys do. But from the ether, he generates a ball of condensed feces, and it hurls itself at you. So, if you could please make a DC save. Sorry, DC. If you could please make a dexterity save on that spell.
All right. Oh, so dexterous.
Good luck.
Oh, nope. Definitely not.
No,
Fist
that is
bump.
Ooh.
that is a very unfortunate miss, and it is a big connect with the chest from that.
Ah! Oh my god, it smells so bad. Oh, it's in my mouth.
Yeah, it's It's very unpleasant. Luckily, the fact that you're already in a very unsavory place means that actually, in the grand scheme of things, like you're not any more disgusted than you were previously. But if you could please take a full 6 points of damage, that would be very
6
helpful.
poo damage. Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, look, the card currently says acid damage, but that's only because I forgot to change the text when I was looking around
It's
these
worse than
spells.
after that 3-bean casserole last week. All right. Phineas
Okay.
is not looking so hot.
No, how's Phineas doing? Give us a status update.
Yeah, he had those temp hit points that got shaved off. Now he's well, let's put it this way. He's like the opening of a Monty Python skit. He's covered in poop and he doesn't look very happy.
Ah, yes, classics. The Waste Golem is now getting chance to act, and it's just going to be another multi-attack on
Cool.
Savvy, unfortunately.
At advantage.
At advantage, yes, of course, thank you. So that's a 22.
Hits.
And then the second attack, because it's multi-attack, is a natural 20.
Ooh, hits.
Right, so that is going to be 8, 15...
Can you separate the two hits, please?
Oh, yes, of course. So the first one is going to be 8 points of damage.
Half to 4.
Okay. Second one is going to be 13, 6 of which are bludgeoning. In fact, it's all bludgeoning in case that factors into your damage reduction.
So 13 damage
13.
for the second hit.
Yep.
So that's half would be 6.
Yep.
Half would be 7 actually, right?
7, yeah.
7. Okay, I'm gonna just take all of it.
Okay. And let the people know how's Savvy doing.
Savvy is still doing pretty well.
Okay, good. Glad to hear it. And let's see what everyone's favourite little angry kleptomaniac would like to do with their turn.
Isn't it my turn?
Oh, sorry. Yes, because you got hit and had so many responses, I went, okay, well, that's Lafon done. Let's move on. That's Savvy. Let's have your turn.
All right, gonna hit the. Gonna move up actually and hit the
Okay.
wizard.
Yep. You were already in range, so there's no attack of opportunity from the golem.
Yeah, gonna be again reckless.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That's a hit.
So that's gonna be 6 damage plus 2 for 8. And I don't know if he has concentration on mage armor.
That is a very good question. Let me scroll up ever so slightly. No, it's dismissible, so it's fine.
Cool.
Okay, now it's time for everyone's favorite incredibly angry gnome.
Okay. So Barb runs up to this table right here, and she starts rummaging around frantically. I would like to roll using it's Artificer's Lore,
Okay.
looking for any components with which I can use to fashion a bomb.
Okay, well, you are in luck because this particular table is covered in vials of various levels of filled of typical reagents. We've got saltpeter, we've got black powder, we've got pretty much anything you could want to make a standard black powder explosive bomb here. And
Okay.
I'm talking like cartoon, round with a little cap at the top
Yep.
and a big thick string. Like one of those is well within your grasp of what's on here.
I would like to make one.
Okay, so that will take you a little bit of time. I know you're trained in this, but it will take you a little bit of time to put that all together. So if you want to start doing that now, we'll see how many rounds that takes you. Can you please start off with what's a relevant skill for you here? I'm assuming you are trained in some artificer skill here.
Yep.
Make a roll on one of those. for
I
me.
think so. I've got Tinker,
Yeah, Tinker is.
but
is
that's
that...
not quite. Not quite, because Tinker is like I can use it to create.
Oh, sorry, I thought
like
you were
a
saying
small...
you had that as a skill.
I do not.
Let's.
I can identify things, but I'm not a total
So
MacGyver.
we're looking for skills that you might have that might be useful.
I do like the idea of like us just battling a poo golem and you're just in the background just trying to make a bomb really quick.
It's weirdly in character.
It's a dirty bomb too.
All right, let's
would
just
I
have
roll-
you make a straight intelligence roll here.
Okay. Come on, baby.
Okay, that's not a bad start. So you've identified that there are reagents on the table, and you've started gathering them towards you, and you're now looking around for something you can put this bomb together in. Okay, so you're well on your way to having a bomb here. And speaking of well on our way to having a bomb, we are about to end on something of a bombshell here, because what was supposed to be a one-shot has exceeded my expectations as DM for how long we were going to be dragging this one on. We're about at the halfway mark here, and we are staring down the barrel of the IOTH Academy mainstream starting in just a few minutes here. So we're going to scuttle out of the way and make room for those guys to resume their space on the board here. So for now, from myself and everybody else here in today's broadcast, thank you so much for tuning in. I've had a bunch of fun so far. Hopefully you all have enjoyed watching it as much as I've enjoyed playing it, and as soon as we have details on when the next session is going to be, rest assured that'll be all over social media. So gang, before we head out, anybody wants to leave us with any clever parting words?
Well,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
So polite.
I'm the
They're so
Canadian.
fine.
I have ultimate. I have
Okay,
ultimate height
well,
in the
so-
acquiescence.
As an American, I have to be rude then. So, yeah, just imagine, just while you're all watching IOTH Academy, just remember that somewhere below whatever is happening with the heroes, a bunch of absolute nincompoops are fighting a giant poo monster.
Nincompoops.
An
Very funny.
adventure is never too far away.
Ah!
Okay, I think we're
All
going to
right.
call it there before there are any more of these
Let's
god-awful
flush this one.
puns.
Let's flush it.
Yeah. We'll catch you all on the next stream, guys. Thank you. Stay tuned for IOTH Academy. That'll be here in just a few minutes. Thank you.